What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Weapon Collective. So this is another impromptu video. It's been a week of impromptu videos because the FedEx ferry keeps coming and dropping off a new little surprise that prompts a video. And today, that is going to be a couple Icarus Precision items that showed up, which got me thinking, let's just go through all my Icarus Precision guns and make a video on that. Anybody who isn't familiar with the name Icarus Precision, they're a company that makes super cool grip modules for a multitude of guns. So I'm going to show you the guns that I have Icarus Precision on. And without wasting any time, let's just jump right into this. And the first one is going to be my everyday carry. So this has been through quite a metamorphosis as of late. Because this started out, I first went to a Radian, and this one does have the Radian afterburner and ramjet barrel and compensator combo. And then at that time, I put the Radian backstrap and magwell on it. And then from the comments, I actually found out that Icarus Precision makes a polymer frame for the P365 macro, which I didn't know. I thought they only made aluminum grips. So I appreciate whoever that was that made that comment. I appreciate that because I'm digging this grip module. And as you can see, it has a built-in gas pedal right here. So bring that out, and it is a fantastic little shooter. The magwell is built into the grip module. I got a TLR7 sub on this and an EPS carry from HoloSun. And then I still have the Radian base plates. And that's the current configuration of my EDC. Like I said, it's changed a lot as of late, but that is atypical. I usually get a setup that I like and it stays that way for quite some time. I don't like to fiddle with my EDC all that much, but when I feel it's an improvement, that's a different story. And I do feel that this was. So, moving along from there, just a little warning, there will be some guns in here that have been in prior videos. And let's start with just the base P365. Irons only, and this one also has the built-in gas pedal, which is one of my favorite things, although it is hard to find a holster. The great thing about my EDC is this polymer one fits in my carry holster. I didn't have to get a new one. Love it. This was one of the very first P365s I ever got. And I don't really shoot this thing much anymore, mainly because it's irons only, but also I shoot the P365 like my EDC. There's not a whole lot of reason to get this out, but this one is cool. I really like what they did with the base plate integration with the grip module. So you have some purchase on this actual thing instead of just these 3 fingers and your pinky hanging off. So they did a good job on that. So that's the P365. Oh, and this is very cool. These undercuts on the trigger. I have heard from some people that these tear up their fingers and they had to actually sand it down. But for my hands, it fits really nice. I mean, maybe shooting this all day, start to agitate it, but I don't think that's the idea with this. Next up, we have another P365, but this one is an XL. This one I know has been in prior videos. Has the Zev slide on it. Has the HoloSun 507K and the SIG Foxtrot 2 light on it. It's very similar to this P365, except this one, it's a larger grip on it. This big cutout in the beaver tail is extra comfortable. I really like that a lot. And it has more of a flare down here at the base. So you can see that flared built-in magwell-esque blend of grip into magwell. But that's the P365 XL. Then we'll jump up to something a little larger, and that is going to be the SIG P320 M17. Now, this is Icarus Precision that they did a collaboration with Agency, so you'll see the Agency branding on that. I threw this Ranger band that came on the P320 M17 from SIG. It's comfy though, I like it, so I put it on this Icarus frame. This is a gun that's kind of mid-project. I got this all configured like this, and I do not like this this FDE slide on here. So I'm gonna have this Cerakoted and something to match this better. Personally, it just doesn't do it for me. But this Aimpoint Acro P2 in gray, I really like. I've got one on the AK back here as well, on the Meridian. I like it. These are cool. I love getting the P2 Cerakoted. I also have a Surefire X300 Turbo weapon light, and that is about it. If you're somebody that hasn't ever swapped the FCU out of a SIG into a different grip module, it is so easy. And that's what's so great about the modularity of this platform. You can just pop these things in and out and swap them around, and it is great. So this is also a SIG with an Icarus Precision, but this is the Max Michel SIG. And so P320, and this is an interesting grip module because it's got this really big swept tapered magwell to it that feels just amazing in hand. And then the slide on this Max Michel is super cool. This is out of the SIG Custom Workshop. I mean, it came with this optic. It's the SIG Romeo 3. I'm not a huge SIG optic guy, but this one, it's nice. It's kind of like SIG's SRO. Can't speak to durability. I don't shoot this gun very often. It's one of those kind of gun shop purchase. You see it in the case, buy it, plink a few mags through it, and then I forget I even had it until this Icarus Precision grip module came. Going through my collection, kind of trying to figure it out, like, oh, that Max Michel will work perfectly on here, and I think it looks amazing. So this one does not have the gas pedal, neither does the Agency one, but this is cool. And I've got a Surefire X300 Turbo weapon light on here. Like that's probably my go-to light. Just works with my holsters, and it's bright. It's not as bright as the mod light, but it's bright. It's nice. And that is the Max Michel SIG P320 in the Icarus Precision grip module. And then this one has also been in a prior video, but this is this Agency collaboration with Sage Dynamics. This is the Sage P320. So this is the same grip module as this guy. It's just in this OD green that looks super cool. And I need to get a green acro for this. Just OD this thing to the hilt. Maybe the weapon light as well. If you're going green, go green. And other than that, this is the X300 Turbo, Aimpoint Acro P2, and then the Icarus Precision grip is the same except the color. And it's got the Agency magwell on there as well. So, very cool. Oh, this also has the Agency single port compensator on this gun. This thing shoots phenomenally well. So, this is the Agency Sage Dynamic P320. Okay, now to the good part of the video, and we are going to go through what came today, and that is going to be an Icarus Precision P365 Fuse grip module and the Icarus Precision grip module for the Springfield Echelon. So we're going to swap those two guns into these grip modules. Let's do it. Okay, let's start with this Springfield Echelon. It is clear. So we're going to take that slide off. And we just got to do a couple things to get this FCU. They don't call it an FCU, but I can't remember what Springfield calls their modular trigger system. So we're going to pop, we got to pop this slide lever out. Just like the SIG. You just pull that out. So to get this out, you kind of got to depress the trigger a little, and then you're going to reach in, pull up on that. Comes right out. So we're done with, or not quite done with this, because we need to take the mag release out. So get our smaller punch. There's a little pin right here. We're going to pop him out. And then this little part comes out. We are now done with this guy. So check out this gray grip module. This thing is cool. So let's start by putting the mag release in. And this guy's got to slide down in this little hole, that little spring on there. Okay. Then we slide that pin in there. Adapt and use whatever you have, like a magazine. Okay, that is in there. Now we are going to drop this. I'm going to call it an FCU, but I know that's not what Springfield calls it. I have to brush up on my Springfield terminology. Get that trigger back in there. Oh, there we go. A little more. There we go. Just got to force it. Line that up. Okay, there we go. Just tighter than the SIGs for sure. These, I did it backwards. Okay, we got it. Now we can put that slide on, lock that down, drop it. Ooh, I dig that. That feels fantastic. Looks pretty slick too. So let's throw this light on here. All right, there we have the Echelon. Now let's work on the fuse. And just a little note here. So I did do a P365 fuse video. After that video, I received some comments from some viewers that said they were having issues with their fuse. And then I saw it more broadly online of people, videos of people claiming they were having all sorts of issues with their P365 fuse. I haven't had a single malfunction. I have been working on taking this to the range and filming it and putting a bunch of rounds, and I haven't had even a single malfunction yet. So just that's side note, but thought it was worth mentioning, and there will be a video where I show this at the range going through all those mags of not a single malfunction. So I digress. Let's take this thing apart. Separate that slide. So we got to pop this spring or this pin out. Pop that FCU out. And then this is the grip module that this will be going in. And I did get, this is kind of an enhanced mag release for the fuse. So let's put this in first. There's a little recess right in here for the spring. And then you come in from this side. Get that pressed through there. And you take this little bugger and okay, get him up that way. Slide him in. And then you got, ooh, I like that. That's a big old extended mag release compared to that. I don't know if you can see the depth difference on there, but it is significant. Okay. And then we'll drop this guy in. Okay, I think that's it. Come on, baby. I just gotta go forward just a tad. All right. That one was trickier than I thought. Took a second. So, apologies, but woo, that thing is sick. I like that. Let's put this light on here. Oh, yeah. Now we got a fuse with an X300 on it. That's what I'm talking about. I like that, and I really like that. This is a huge upgrade from the Echelon. Okay, so we got those slides on those new Icarus Precision grip modules, and I am thrilled with both of them. I think that this Springfield Echelon is a huge improvement from the stock polymer frame, and with the mag in there, that looks super cool. Now I just need to get a mag well for this. Hopefully they make one, because I love me some mag wells, but they look so much better and they're functional. But definitely gonna add that. So I'm gonna go hunt one of those down, but I think that looks just amazing. And you can see that built-in gas pedal on there. Like that, I tell you, that is one great feeling grip module. I love it. And that gray, that is sexy. And then this guy doing this 365 fuse, this is sweet. I'm really digging this. This beaver tail feels so awesome right there in the web of your hand. It is just such a fantastic feeling. And this has the gas pedals on both sides. So perfect place to rest your trigger finger when you're not at work. And then obviously for the thumb right there, that feels, I just love Icarus Precision grip modules. They do such a good job. It looks phenomenal. This is the mag that comes with the fuse. 21 round mag, that looks sharp. And then I have one that I put an SLR base plate on. I think that looks even better. What do you guys think? Which mag do you like? And then you have your flush fit 17 as well. So the mag well is basically integrated into this grip. It's kind of a forward, half back, half forward mag well and if you don't realize it, the reason they do this little cut right here, why it has this, if you are running a flush fit magazine and you get it stuck, you have to have a way to reach in and really pry it out of there. And that's the issue with some mag wells, is if you're running a flush fit and your magazine gets stuck in there for any reason, getting it out can be a challenge. So it is nice that they give us this little access recess right here that you could still reach up and snatch that magazine out if you had to. But I'm going to say the SLR is the way to go. But once again, this P365, stay tuned for a video coming out in the near future about me testing this and putting a bunch of rounds through it and seeing if any malfunction, which I have not had. So I don't know if it's just luck of the draw on the gun you get or the ammo you're using, but I have done 115, 124, 147 grain ammo, different manufacturers, and it runs flawlessly. But I'm going to keep testing it and see where it goes. And I'm definitely going to get this guy out, this Echelon, and give it a shot, because that's a huge upgrade from this guy. I'll tell you that. That two-tone, the gray and black, I love it. So, Icarus Precision. They make some amazing stuff. I'm a huge fan. I love third-party support for guns like SIG, like Glock, and the modularity of SIG and the Springfield Echelon. Any manufacturer that is moving towards making a removable FCU that you can drop it in and not have that be a serialized part is beautiful. Because that is one downside of Glock, is the frame is a serialized part. And that makes it a pain in the ass to get your hands on. But we have these two badass Icarus Precision grip modules, and I am stoked. So please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm Jeff for the Weapon Collective, reminding you to keep your weapons collected and keep collecting your weapons. I'll catch you next time.